Yo, what's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to be doing Pingme from HackMyVm. This is a box read about Medium. And yeah, let's get on to the video. Alright, I'm server my monster. I'm server running a discover my SR 10.0.0.1/24/IT0. Doing this, we do get that be the box 10.0.0.208. So I'm doing Control Shift Z, so running mmap scan, so do mm -sc for default scripts, -v for enumeration. I'm just kind of ports on the IP. Doing this, I'm going to do -v verbose. Look at the ports. We do have port 22 open for SSH, port 80 open for HTTP. Some sort of visiting port 80. Visiting port 80, here we do get a Pingme page. It does seem like it's checking our connection. And it is pinging my local IP address for 10.0.0.69 from the server of 10.0.0.208. Later on, we can confirm this using TCP dump to confirm that it is pinging our IP address. I'm going to control YouTube source code. It does seem like we do have one comment here for transmitting ICMP packets. Also, we do have nothing to see here. And it's telling us to look somewhere else. So I'm going to start by doing some enumeration, running a GoBuster. So I'm going to do Control Shift Z, run on GoBuster mode -0 into the IP address, -w for /user share word list. We'll do GoBuster directory, list to medium.txt. We'll do extend as HTML, TXT, and also PHP. Look at the ports. We do have port 22 open for SSH. This is open SSH for Debian. Port 80 open for HTTP, and this is NGINX 1.18.0. And here we do have the HTTP title for ping test. Looking back at port 80, it does show that it is pinging our IP address. So just to confirm this, I'm going to be using TCP dump. So do Control Shift Z. We'll do TCP dump. We'll do INCP. We'll do -i for the interface for ETA0. We'll do Control R. And it does indeed seem like it's pinging our IP address. So there's two ways we can go about doing this. We can open this in Wireshark or just open Wireshark manually. So I'm going to do -w. We'll do this as like file pcap.ng. We can refresh this page. And you do see that 80 packets was received. And we do have this pcap, right? And once I did open that pcap file, you do see that we do have the protocol for ICMP. Another way you can do this is start by going to just Wireshark. You can either go to capture, go to start, or you can select your interface. For me, I do have AT0. Set the filter for ICMP. We can refresh this page. And you do see that we do have the ping request. So I'm just going to press this red button here so we can stop the capturing. Here we do have the protocol. Looking at this, we can go to the Internet Control Message Protocol, which we can decode this using hex dump. So we can just go to copy, go to hex dump, or you can either look here, which to show username right here. So every 2 packets, we do have, this is the same 2 packets. We do have these 2 as the same packets and these 2 as the same packets. So basically there's only 1 of each. So I'm just going to go to copy and go to as hex dump. Now I'm just going to go to CyberChef. So I'm just searching from hex, put this in here, and you see that we do have some words here. So it does seem like we're going to need a brute force, wordlist.txt, put this in here. I'm just going to be doing this for each packet. So I'm just going to go to copy as hex dump, put this in here. Now we do have pinger, which could be a possible user. Go to copy as hex dump, put this in here. Now we do have password, put this in here. So we can go to copy as hex dump, put this in here. We do have Pingme. So doing this, we're just going to create a word list here so we can use Hydra with this. So we use Hydra, we'll use -l. We don't know the user, but looking back at Wireshark, it does seem like we do have a user as pinger, so we can just go here to Internet Control Protocol, Message Protocol, go to show packet bytes, and it does seem like we do have a user as pinger. So do Hydra -l for pinger. We'll specify -p for wordlist.txt. We'll do SSH 10.0.0. We didn't know that we did have the IP address as 10.0.0.208. 208. We'll do port 22 for -i, so we're going to start the session. And we do get a login as Pinger as this password. So I'm going to copy that. So we'll do SSH into Pinger at 10.0.0.208. And we do get long accessible. So I do ID. Now we enter the user as Pinger. So I'm going to start by doing sudo -l. Here we can run a user local sbin, send followed by ping. So I'm just going to copy this, start by running this within sudo. So I'll do sudo -u, we'll run this as root, or send followed by ping. It is telling to specify the IP address followed by the path, file to path. So in this case, I'm just going to get the root.txt. So specify 10.0.069, and we'll specify the path, which is /etc or /root. And we'll just get that root.txt. In this case, we're just guessing that there's a root.txt, but we'll find that out in a little bit. So I'm going to start by starting up TCP dump. So we'll do TCP dump. We'll do ICMP, specify -i for ET0. We'll do -w for, we'll just name this root.pcap.ng. They did send the packet for 21. Now we do have that root pcap, so I'm just do Wireshark. And now we do have our ICMP protocol. Looking down here, we do see that we do have HMV. So it does seem like we do have the flag there, as it does show that we do have the little thing for HackMyVm flag. Which doing this, if you do each letter by letter, you do see that it does spell out a flag. I don't want to give away the flag, so doing this manually, you can just go letter by letter, and this should give you the root flag. Another thing that we can do to get root as a %shell, we can just search up like dirty pipe. I'm just going to search up like CV GitHub. So here we do have the dirty pipe proof of concept. So I'm just going to git clone this. I'm going to see if we do have git, which we don't have git. So I'm just going to compile this onto my machine. So I'll just do git clone. We'll cd into CV. We do have a compile. So I'm just going to run this compile sh, which is basically just GCC. It's going to compile the exploit.c and I'll put it to exploit. So we can just run this exploit. We can just run this within the target machine. So we'll do python 3 -http.server on port 8081. You can get this exploit here. So I'm just going to go under /dev shm. We'll do wget http 10.0.069 on port 8081. We're going to get that exploit. So do chmod +x for exploit. Run this exploit. So now if we cat hour /etc password, we grab -i for root. You do see that we do have the hash here, which is for root. So now we can switch users to root. We did have the password as aaron. We do ID. Now we can just run a bash. Now we're going to root ls and we can cat a root.txt. Well guys, this is pretty much for the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.